G'day, I'm Blxz and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. So, Centrist Australia has done fairly well for itself. What we're going to do now is quickly bump off with a couple of mini invasions, all these little remaining Dutch holdings, and then we're going to head down and we're going to take New Zealand, hopefully by the end of the episode. So they're my goals anyway. I don't know how we're going to proceed with them necessarily, but... Ooh, Marines. We're going to need a whole bunch more police divisions as well. Let's train... How many do I need? Where are they? Over here. Townsville, there's none left. So I'm going to need... Another 12 will do. At least for the time being. Let's have a look at... Resistance is not bad here at all. Why is it not growing at all? No idea. Capped at 0 from suppression. Doesn't appear to be anyone in the area. Who knows? Maybe because we own the neighbouring province, there's not a lot affecting it. Oh, we've got a whole... I think we're probably doing overkill here, but it is stopping any invasions at the very least. And we're keeping everything under our control. There's quite a lot we can build up. We could probably actually step up how severe our... what's the word? Our occupation is. Let's have a quick look at this. Manage occupied territories. Gives us more factories. I think we might actually be inclined to take all those factories. Hang on, how does it affect us? No idea. It's cut our manpower down slightly, and we're not getting that back. So what's done is done. I'm going to put it on harshest for a little while. I'm going to see if that gives us... I'm going to see if that makes much of a difference or not. Who knows? We've got 50 factories though. So I'm going to see how that goes. If we need more... Yeah, if we need more troops there, we'll have a problem. But for the time being, resistance is not growing. I think that... Yeah, minus 270. I reckon that's good. We've got more than enough to keep them at harsh. And we can take the Philippines for the factories. These ones down here, I'm not entirely sure if we have enough... if we have enough people to hold it all. Though I'm actually going to put them up to harsh as well, I think. The Netherlands and the Brits. Now it's using up some of our political power per day, but that's no problem at all. We'll just keep taking them down. I'm going to check back in a little while to see how the resistance map mode is going. Now let's start ticking these people over. What I'm going to need is to get you... Where are they all? Oh, they're down there. Okay. I'm going to need to bring you down... Just bring you down here. And what I can do is 2 Marines go from here to there. It's going to take 7 days. I'm going to take another 2 Marines and go from here to there. Then I'm going to take another 2 Marines and go from, I suppose, here to there. Then another 2 Marines. It's going to get boring very quickly, I'm sure, but we'll go from there to there. So now we've got a whole bunch of things that are going to prepare up in just a couple of days. 1 week it's going to take. Armour effort is nice, and we're going to go down to Special Forces, which allow us to upgrade our Marines one last time, I hope. They're still travelling, that's fine. Once everyone gets in position, it'll probably take a bit more than a week, obviously, but we can hit it all out really quickly. I don't have the Java C. Okay, what do I need for that? Select everyone. Let's stop doing the Philippines Sea and work on the Java Sea instead. And worry about the South China. And work on that one too. And actually I'm not going to need the Celeb Sea, we'll do the Timor Sea instead. So that there, I reckon, will give us everything we need once they all get into position. Eventually. And you're in position, that's good. Who hasn't arrived yet? Ah, those guys are coming down. And they're walking down for some reason, that's fine. Any minute now. Okay, go for it, fellas. Mass invasions. And this will eventually give us... He's going to gain the naval invader trait, whatever that is. It'll put us in a good position to navally invade some people. It's a wonderful trait to get. Problem is, you tend to get it. There's such a long loading time on getting it that you tend to have taken everything by the time you eventually get it. So there's no real reason to have the naval invading trait after that. But I suppose the Americans could use it if they take a whole bunch of islands and then eventually take out Japan. Could come in handy. But I've never found it to be massively useful. Except when I have to retake an island that I've already lost. Now we've got the battle class. That was very, very good. We now have... That's too far ahead of time. Would be good to get some bigger ships as well. Maybe a heavy cruiser. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might grab some heavy cruisers and then later on grab a light cruiser if required. The other option of course would be doctrine. Fleet in being. Really haven't done actually much use here. Much research at all. I haven't focused at all. But if I could grab trade interdiction, that would make our light cruisers and our submarines a bit better. And go down that way, and I think I have... Do I have a 50%? No, I don't. I thought I had a... Convoy interdiction, unrestricted wolf packs. Let's have a look now. Yeah, I thought it would be one of these down here. Maybe it has to take that first one before I can see it. Trade interdiction, raider patrols. I do love submarines. I think what we're going to do is ignore fleet in being, because it's not really anything... Actually, let me think about this. Subdetection. Subdetection. As opposed to... That does make our submarines much better. This gives us the opportunity of carriers later. Not sure. I think I'm actually going to change over to trade interdiction, because we are good about tying up their fleet and starving their war machine. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to jump over there and take trade interdiction. Bit of a waste of research, but it's okay. We did start with the other one, so it was a free technology. It's the equivalent of not having anything, really. And I would love tanks sometime in the future, but they're just not very useful to us right yet. Okay, that's that one. You are not moving yet. Okay, I got a radar. Beautiful. Let's get the next one up right away. I'm actually going to start building some radars. Where am I going to want the radars to be built? I'm going to want them there. I'm going to want them there. And I'm going to want them, I think, up here. They should build fairly quickly. They're about the same as a military factory, a bit quicker. So they'll build up very quickly. Who's not ready yet? No idea. Okay, that's all those done. And this one, I think, yeah, we'll do this one quickly as well. Let's go from here to there. Zero. Why have we got no transports? You go into that. One week. Yeah, it looks like my computer... Oh no, my computer's not chugging. I'm running at a slower speed. Thought my computer was chugging there for a while. Probably is chugging a little bit. My frame rate is down to about 20 here. Running at full speed and recording while World War's going on. That's not too bad. It's an acceptable amount. I will have to review the footage after this to make sure it's still comfortable for you guys watching it. I don't know where those two divisions are. Oh no, they're already up here, so how about we delete that. And taken. Now this is Dili, I believe. Yeah, it's Portuguese. Fall of Rome, that's not good. Alrighty. You guys are going to march up, take that. And then with that, we've taken the entirety of Dutch Indonesia. And it took us a long time. And I was distracted doing other things. We're in a very good position now. Yeah, we got no building slots up there, so I'm fine with that. Might actually give them control of the state as well. Let's give you control of Laos. Looks like I can't do it. No idea why. Oh, it's Tonkin. Tonkin and Laos. Okay, let's give you control of Tonkin. Can I do that? No, apparently not. Doesn't matter. You can keep that tiny little bit down there. It's not destroying anything of mine, so I'm not bothered. Alrighty, now that that is all done, what we're going to do is we're going to relocate everybody back here. Now, who's not moving? You need to go up to a port. And then go that way. And you need to go to that port. And then that way. Okay, everybody's now moving. Oh, it makes no difference, doesn't matter. Okay, they're all coming down. And you can join up with Thomas Blamey. We've got ourselves a very good army here, considering everything. The Marines are still coming, but I'm going to let them fully train up before I bother with that. Our infantry equipment's going well. We've got anti-tank, which is very nice. And I'm going to work on... Yeah, actually going to start working on streamlined one. 200 days, we're a quarter of a year ahead of time. But I'll get that early. It'll be nice. We'll have that in the early part of 43. Got 18 units down there. So you guys are going to move down to Sydney. And we're going to start working on controlling the Tasman Sea. You guys are going to rebase down to... yep, they're coming down. 17 submarines. Our heavy cruiser is still alive. And it is... Yeah, it's getting a bit of experience. I'm surprised it's still alive, actually. Special Forces is good. I think after this I'm going to go for fighter focus, because I prefer fighters over bombers. If you don't have air superiority, you've got nothing. Anything on top of that is just a bonus. And you guys are actually going to start planning your invasion from Sydney. And we're going to take We're going to go the North Island or South Island, bro? I think we're going to go and take the North Island. May as well dump on Wellington. Now I know if I split them up, they're going to stuff it up. But what I could end up doing is getting half of you and invading from there next to it. Half of you can go there. Okay, so it's 2 invasions of 31 days using Brisbane and Sydney, and then we'll charge through. Artillery, yeah, we've got artillery now, although might be good to grab. It's a little bit ahead of time, and unfortunately it only appears that they only do the first 2, which is a bit shit, so it was a wasted focus. Doesn't matter. Maintenance company would be useful, maybe, if I have tanks. Tanks would be useful. I think I'm actually going to jump down the heavy tank line and jump in quicker so I can get down to these, maybe these medium tanks down here. There'll be fewer steps that way. Although I am wasting... Yeah, I think I'm going to go heavy tanks. I'm going to go heavy tank, take that one. I've got 2, I think, which will allow me to jump up straight into modern tanks. Not the real capacity to build them just yet, but it is something to think about. Now, we've got quite a few artillery we're actually building. Let's have a look. If I were to add some support artillery, I would require... I've actually got the artillery for it, so I'm going to add them in. Now, I probably should have checked what was changing. If I remove it, let's have a look. So HP is going down, soft attack is dropping, hard attack, defense. So it's giving me an extra 30 or 40 soft attack. That's good. And we've got the capability to add that all up right away. It's going to jump into these. Yep, there you go. We've got all their artillery. Just need a little bit more support equipment and they're produced. Yeah, so things are looking good. We actually got all the artillery we're going to need. So I'm going to scale you back for the time being, and what am I going to build? Light tanks, interwar fighters. For now, I'm going to throw these spare factories onto support equipment, but when I unlock my high level tanks, then they're going to jump onto that. And that's how we're going to do it. Do we control the sea? No, we don't, not yet. So, let's go find our boats. Actually, let's just grab you two and actually group you together. There we go, got our destroyers there. Do I have my high level destroyers? I think I do. In which case I have been stupidly building the wrong destroyers. I'm going to lose half a month's worth, but I'll forget if I don't build them again. So the battle class. 16 days of production, oh well. That sucks a bit, but I'll get over it. It does mean we're out of steel again because they use a bit more, but we're getting 1 per month of this high level destroyer, which is very nice. What was I doing? I was grabbing these 2, and we're going to now... No, we're not going to convoy raid these 2. You are actually going to be searching and destroying. So we've got control now of this area. We can jump in and take all this out, and then we'll nip up later. This episode is running a bit late, but I do want to at least begin the invasion of New Zealand. So we're going to plough forward just a bit further. Oh, it looks good. Beautiful Australian green. Now, there is the Portuguese green down here, but that's alright. We don't notice it that much. And what do we got here? German Reich is controlling some land, which is weird. Probably to do with forces over here. Looks like Japan is taking the British Raj quite well. They're ripping them apart. And we've got our final doctrine. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, with our final doctrine. That's a hit. That's a real win for our people. I'd like to jump onto fighters or heavy fighters. Now, I believe fighters are your great air superiority ones. Heavy fighters have a bonus taking down other heavy bombers and whatnot, but are less effective against taking on light aircraft. They do have longer range. Although if I'm going to go for carriers at any point in the near future, although time is ticking on, if I want to have any by the end of the game, I need to get my act together. But I think I'm going to want to go these ones here. And fighter focus, that'll give us our next fighter a bit quicker. Naval doctrines is another thing I should think about, but not just yet. Okay, we're a couple more minutes in this episode, and we're going to hopefully take New Zealand. Fall of New Zealand is what I'm hoping for here. Okay. In we go, people. Now, what are they going to have here to oppose us? They'd probably be game. Now, my hope is that they've actually deployed forces elsewhere. The AI does tend to send them overseas, so hopefully we're not going to have too much here. Maybe a couple of forces here defending, and then that'll be it. Okay, we're coming in and landing now. And it looks like there's nothing here. There's one thing. And we'll jump right in, and then that naval invasion's coming in as well. Done. Okay. That's our beachhead. New Zealand has started falling already. Okay, now U9. How I'm going to do this, what we're going to do is actually put a northern front line, and U9 are going to head up and take Auckland. Yep, good enough. And then the remaining guys down here, you're going to go southward ho and come down and take Christchurch. And you may as well charge right away. I'm not going to bother wasting any time. It's our heavy tank. Good, we've got one more. We'll take heavy tank 2 in 53 days, and that'll give us some tank capabilities in the future. Okay, they're marching up. Speed forward time a little bit. And we're going to crush New Zealand, and we've got this one under our control. Now, there are many factories here. There are a lot of factories here. They've been doing some research and some building. That's very nice. Very, very nice. With that, I think what we're going to do is... actually, what I'm going to need to do is get you, and you're no longer going to be going New South Wales. You're going to be joining the fleet. I wish you could join the fleet as well. Can I tell you to... No, I guess I can't. Doesn't matter. What I'm going to do is get the Australian squadron to hold what it's doing, head back to port briefly. Don't worry about that, that's fine. You guys can join up, and then you're going to go back searching and destroying. Oh yeah, smashed them, they're gone. And, oh, have we got Christchurch yet? No, we haven't, because... Oh yeah, we've won the battle. Okay, Christchurch has fallen. Now we just need to take Auckland and then capitulate. Any minute now. Done, Auckland taken. New Zealand has capitulated to Australia. And what we're going to do now is we're going to... how harsh are we going to be to our New Zealand brethren? Guys, I'm sorry. I hate to do it. But done. Now, New Zealand actually constitutionally in Australia, there was provision, and there still is provision, for them to join as our 7th state. So when we made our independence from Britain, they remained for another 6 or 7 years under Great Britain's control, decided not to join us. So that is a missed opportunity, but I have fixed that now. It's only taken us another 40 years. Brilliant. 1901 to 42. You guys missed out, but welcome back to the fold. Now I will need all your factories, and I'm going to need your... oh, we've got a couple more up there. Nearly finished training. What I'm going to need though is I'm going to need this here. You're going to join. We're going to have a New Zealand garrison. These guys actually can all stop training for now. I reckon they're good enough. Close enough. Yeah, not far off. Okay, you are going to garrison this area there. We're actually going to have a look. How is the resistance map mode going? It's going well, although we might need a little bit up here in the future. It is growing very, very slowly. So what I might do is Philippines, no. Sulawesi. I'm actually going to get the Sulawesi people. You are going, because you've only got that one state, you're also going to take Papua New Guinea. Send a couple over there. You won't need much. At least not until we start getting invaded. Aviation effort would be nice. It's a bit late for it, but we'll grab it now. And we are low on manpower. That's fine. I actually don't like that warning. It's ugly. Armoured divisions, good. Police divisions. Things are looking good. We're going to have a full force now for the Australian theatre. Our Marines are going to be powered up and ready to go. But we're going to see all that next episode. So we've had a productive episode. We've taken over basically the entirety of Oceania. There's only a couple more islands out here that I want to pick off. And that's really just to deny bases. I don't actually expect to get very many slots out of them. So I've been Blxz. This has been Hearts of Iron 4. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you do indeed enjoy the content, make sure to smash that thumbs up button and check out some of my other stuff on the channel. If you hold on, coming up in another week or so, a week from recording date, probably about the same time as you're watching this, I'm also going to have a multiplayer co-op LP with Remy Down Under, who's another Australian player, another brilliant player. Make sure to check him out. We're going to be doing something over in Europe, doing some co-op with a couple of minor nations, hopefully fighting back, forming our own little thing. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, take care, and I will see you next time.